I'm going to address this one last time about baseball. But the question was, is it still lingers? Did the Toronto Blue Jays choke or did they just lose to a better team? And it's a question, and will they come back next year? It's something that will linger because it was one of the most incredible World Series I've ever seen. But remember, they were 2 outs away from winning it, and they had a one-run lead. And where do you come down? Do you remember the many plays just out at home plate, just the catch in the outfield, first base, just so many little things that they came up short. And I've talked about the Dodgers, but I'm gonna talk about Toronto and where does their future land? Well, sometimes pro sports, these sort of things are so we romanticize so close but so far away. We talk about all the little things. If the team had had this or the team had that, oh, this, that, this, that. And, you have situations where you're on the cusp of something, but then you lose it. It's amazing how those little things add up. What do I think about the Blue Jays and can they come back? Well, I know that when teams lose like this, they're either going to be of the mindset we're going to come back tougher, or what doesn't break you. If you get broken down by it, you could be on a hangover for a bend for quite a while. Um, I'm more inclined to say they choked, if I'm honest, because they were the better team. And all due respect to Yamato and all due respect to Shohei Ohtani, they outplayed the Dodgers. I mean, they scored them. They dictated. When they came up with the big hits, they were leading most of the games. I mean, when you think about it, aside from, and they had a chance in Game 6. Because aside from Game 2, I think the Dodgers probably had them from start to finish in Game 2. But Game 3 was crazy with 18 innings. They dominated in LA. It's just like your momentum. You look at how you play, and it's like you can't leave anything for chance on the table. And I think that's probably the hardest thing. And of course, I'm going to revisit this because it's one of those World Series that you wonder. Now, as much respect to the Dodgers, and I've already talked about Dave Robertson, Shohei Ohtani, and Yamato, and Freddie Freeman's clutchness, and everybody else, what they did, and Mookie Betts and Will Smith and all that. But you have to wonder, did the right team, did the real team, the right team win, or does it just seem like it messing with your mirror?